Well, Luigi, he just got put in the same prison as P. Diddy. And
what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button so my videos can be recommended to others, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss any future content. Alright, with that being said, let's go on with this video.
Ce se întâmplă, frate? Uitați-vă și voi. Ceva se întâmplă, frate, uitați-vă jos. Trece ceva pe sus, că nu știu de unde vine, uite. Uite. Nu este că e filtru sau ceva. Nu e filtru, uitați-vă, na. Că vă arăt în altă parte, că nu e nimic.
Looks like something out of the Matrix.
Nu, frate meu, ce se întâmplă, mă, când se duc în satul? Uitați-vă și voi. Dar numai pe jumătatea aia acolo. Și mai erau și ăștia, mai sunt și niște lumini, nu știu dacă le vedeți. Verzi. Uitați-vă că se văd luminile, se vede și ceva lumini prin... Gata, s-a oprit, uite, uite, alte lumini, uite, uite. Băi, ești prost la cap, ce pula mea acolo. Uitați-vă cum sunt galbene. Uite. Ceva se întâmplă, frate meu. Am mâncat și inima voastră. Bă, nu e filtru, că vă arăt aici. Că nu ce scrie filtru.
As low as our roof.
look, there they go again. Look, there's 6 of them. 6 of them. Here they come. Look at this. And they're traveling. And now they're doing dances. And now they're going to shoot over top of our heads. Look at this. Look, it's just shooting over my head. Right over top of me. It just shot right over top of me.
Turn off your freaking...
What the was that? It shot 4 beams. You seen that?
One was purple.
It looks resemblance to that other clip we just saw. The only thing is that it was in a whole different language, which means this was in a different part of the world.
If white and blue, purple, phone won't work. Video won't even go on. You got yours?
Yeah.
Look, my video won't even go on. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, I can't record it yet.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You got
What
that?
the
You got
fuck?
that?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
God damn, what
Talk
is
about
going on?
stupid
Look,
things.
look,
I
look,
told
look,
you.
look. What the They're looking for something, and the beams are shooting across the sky.
Ricky, what if that's related to what we were seeing that one time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like the orbs, yes, the ones we have on video on the night vision.
What if it's that orb that
What
we saw shooting?
That's coming from out east, too. That's
Dude.
out east deep.
Literally in the car, right? I told her, keep your eye on the sky and lights will appear. And then look, I told her.
Whatever that is, it doesn't seem like it's moving.
What the fuck is that? Streaming interruptions. To help improve streaming quality, check your network connection. Is that what streaming interruptions sound like all of a sudden?
It does kind of sound like those clips that we've seen previously of like the aliens communicating through the car radios. just multiplying like that, I think we should start being worried about this. How is it that we just forgot about it, or we just stopped talking about it? It's not televised. The fire's a distraction. Plasmoids, UAPs, UFOs, extraterrestrial. I think the fire was a distraction.
I think we're good there.
Oh my god, did you guys hear that?
What? What?
It's the sound heard all around Scottsdale. A number of home security cameras captured the big boom that rocked several Scottsdale neighborhoods over the weekend.
All across the city heard the mysterious boom that some say sounded like an explosion. A surveillance video captured it. You can hear it from inside this bedroom. NASA said it wasn't a meteor, Entergy said it wasn't a utility, and the Chalmette refinery said they didn't have issues. So, what was it?
What is going on?
Booms echoed across San Diego County, with many wondering what exactly they heard and felt.
Now, people reported feeling this boom from all over the county: San Marcos, University City, Solana Beach, Santee, Poway, and in Mira Mesa.
Y'all just gonna go past that like it was an roar? Seemed like a roar to me.
Residents we talked to say they typically just chalk up odd noises to military activity, but say this one this morning was much different.
There's another growl or a roar. Whatever happened to that thing that was underneath the water that they seen in sonar like 6 months ago, and they seen it get bigger over time, and that also disappeared? What happened to that? Does it have anything to do with this? Is that creature from underneath the water now underneath the mountains? Remember, they make fake mountains now.
We are not supposed to talk about the booms.
Evidently, there's a lot more booms going around than I first realized. I thought it was just here local to Rigby, Idaho, but it's not. Shortly after posting my video about the booms, I have a law enforcement friend. I'm not going to say if it's state level or county level, but he came over to my house and said, "Hey, Aaron, it'd be a good idea to pull the video you posted about the booms and not talk about it anymore." He didn't tell me if he knew what they were or what they were doing it for, but he says as an agency, they've been told to deny, deflect, and diffuse. So they don't want it to be talked about. No, I'm not crazy into conspiracy theories, but my officer friend did tell me about a local amateur seismologist that contacted the news and gave him a story about he set up several different seismology detectors around the area, and he was going to run a story on it. And shortly thereafter,
I like how this guy actually like walked back and forth, and you can hear it in his breath that he's tired. He put some effort into his video.
Before they could actually run the story, he had a heart attack. And so that got me thinking that there's something going on with these booms that we're not supposed to know about. So if I stop making videos, guys, you'll know why.
What is even happening this year? Donald Trump is now reportedly working on a deal to buy Greenland. Yeah, purchase a country. And what's crazier is that America has actually tried to buy Greenland before. I mean, at the start, we all thought that Trump was joking, but now he is sending his son, along with other various representatives, to travel there today. Trump even posted last night saying, "Greenland is an incredible place and the people will benefit tremendously if and when it becomes part of our nation." Bro said when. Now, while Greenland has its own government, it still remains under the Kingdom of Denmark. And in 1946, the US offered Denmark $100 million for the resource-rich island, but were swiftly rejected. And I think it's also important to note that Greenland cannot simply be purchased like real estate. Its population, although only 56,000, have the right to self-determination under international law, meaning they must consent to any major changes. But if enough people in Greenland want to be purchased by the US, who knows? Maybe a 51st state is possible. So the question is, do you think that America should buy Greenland or stay away?
He kind of scares me a little bit.
He has all these celebrities in his pocket. Like, everyone wants to be him. Be on his channel.
Did you see? I don't know by the time this comes out, but he apparently rented out the pyramids of Egypt.
What are you talking about?
For 100 hours.
So,
thought that wasn't legal.
I didn't know either. Apparently, he'll have full access to the pyramids for 100 hours, just him and his crew. And so they can explore any part of the pyramid they want.
What are you touching him?
That's scary.
Could you imagine?
How do you rent out the pyramid?
Also, this is the beginning of a horror movie.
This is what's going to happen. Mr. Beast is like literally going to go to like a cavern deep down into the pyramid.
Be
like,
possessed.
and then like that's like where like this ancient relic of like the Watchers is. Or
Ancient knowledge. He's gonna come back with all this ancient. I understand the knowledge of the algorithm. So wouldn't Tesla? Oh, that's scary.
It is.
Kind of. Would you do that if you had free reign? Would you go?
Definitely.
Gotta go.
Most definitely, that's a yes. You gotta go, hands down. I just want to see the inside of the pyramid.
How are you going to prepare them for the real world if you're always homeschooling your kids and mollycoddling them and they can decide what they're going to do? What they're going to do when they have a real job? I think it's the complete opposite. How is school the real world? How can you compare a classroom to the real world? Obedience? Why should we be obedient? Who wants you to be obedient? How interesting. What entrepreneurs aren't born from obedience, are there? No. But we are taught to kind of be obedient, because, right, you have to listen to your... Who does that suit? Kind of school came at the same time as the Industrial Revolution, and they wanted to create workers that would fit into the system. And I don't necessarily share this view, but there are comparisons of the school system to prisons. And if you look at the buildings and the way that you have to ask for permission for things, you have certain times, you have breaks for things, everything is set into a certain time frame and you have an authority to figure everything within that. They kind of compare them.
I can see the point here as far as comparing the school system to incarceration.
His name is John Wayne Gacy. Well, John Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. I don't believe I killed anybody, but yet I know I did.
Outwardly, John Wayne Gacy was a respected figure in 1970s suburban Chicago, known for his successful business, politics, and entertaining young children as the Jolly Clown Pogo. Yet behind the facade, he was one of history's most prolific serial killers. In 1968, Gacy was sentenced to 10 years behind bars for sodomy, after having inappropriate relationships with 2 high school boys. The punishment was meant to serve as a deterrent at the time, but no one knew that this was just the beginning. Gacy was granted parole in 1970, just serving 18 months. For the next 8 years, Gacy would have a plethora of young men coming and going from his home at all hours of the night, some to never be seen or heard from again. Smells would radiate from his home, which he masked using concrete and lime. Police had been tracking Gacy for nearly 3 years before the murder of 15-year-old Robert Piest sealed his fate. At the end of 1978, Gacy admitted to his lawyer that he had tortured and killed more than 30 young men. Investigators would unearth the remains of 29 bodies on Gacy's property and another 4 in the rivers southwest of Chicago. He was indicted for all 33. He was given the death penalty in 1980, and his execution was set for May 10, 1994. On that day, he reported to be in a chatty mood and enjoyed a last meal of fried chicken, shrimp, fries, and strawberries. The 52-year-old was put to death just after midnight by lethal injection.
That was a weird combination to ask for as the last meal. Strawberries?
Pyramids just came out. Croatia now. And they're aligned with Orion. So we have the Zion pyramids in China, we have Teotihuacan, we got Giza, and now these guys, all aligned with the same stars. Angkor is aligned to Draco, Yucatan's aligned to, like, the whole sky. But why align to a star? It has no functional purpose on Earth. Despite being separated by hundreds, if not thousands of years, they use the same symbols. How many similarities do we need to add to the bucket of coincidences before we start taking that seriously? Because they can communicate this very effectively without words, which makes sense because, you know, story can be interpreted differently, but geometry doesn't lie. Rocks are really hard to edit, especially if they're made out of very hard ones. But if I had something really important to communicate, I'd probably do it in a language that the whole universe can read.
Get out of here, Vegas. Look! I said look! But first, let's look at Barbara Bush and her pearl necklace. I remember the other video I was posting about the pearl necklace situation, don't you? And what it means. The pearl necklaces all fall back to that dude right there, Mr. P. the Diddler himself. And you know what's pretty crazy about the situation right here, right? Well, Luigi, he just got put in the same prison as P. Diddy. And also, guess what? They're lawyers, they're married.
It's crazy, I know. So while we're on the subject of pearls and P. Diddy, how about Mr. MGK right here with his blonde hair and his little pearl necklace? What's up with that? I don't know what his guy's name is. It's like Uzi Vert or it's like T.I. or I don't know, man. Anyways, he's got a full pearl bodysuit on, dude. Like, what? Homie right here, Jay-Z's protege, dude. Young Paris. Pearls. Also, you notice the colors right here, right? Yeah. I just can't believe Dave Bautista, man. He looks like this now. It blows my mind.
Yeah, that transformation was huge. So how is it that no one actually puts this together? The fact that Luigi Mangione and P. Diddy are both in the same jail and their lawyers are both married to each other. So at any point they can cross paths. Either they can be passing notes, speaking to one another, or another plot of events. The Mangione thing, 286, the Pokemon Breloom. It knocks out foes with quick, virtually invisible punches, and it scatters poisonous spores and throws powerful punches while its foe is hampered by inhaled spores. He may poison the diddler. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. That's going to be the end of the video. Don't forget to smash the like button so that way YouTube can put this video out in the algorithm. And also do me a favor, smash that subscribe button so that way you guys can find out when I drop a new video. Alright, catch you guys in the next one.